Hello YouTube, this is my 1991 Toyota MR2. This is just a quick owner slash walk around review of this car. I own this car for about 3 years now. It's a 1991 NA hardtop with a 2nd Gen 3S GTE. Well, let's start from the exterior. So, first bought this car as a previously swapped by the owner. It used to be on some weird springs and ugly Koenig wheels when I got it. Since I got the car, I changed the coilovers. I bought some old school Kose wheels, only around 300 bucks online, so I got a really good deal on that. Besides that, also we got the new tires. I also changed the side markers that were the original amber ones to these smoked gray ones. And I also installed the OEM style fog lights. So that means I had to cut this part here on the bumper and then install these. I like them so far, but I wish I didn't really have to commit to cut that because sometimes I like that cleaner look without the fog lights. Some things about the MR2, most of them come in T-tops from what I've heard, and this is a pretty rare hardtop version. It's the most basic version. It's got power nothing. I've got no traction control. I guess they all don't. No power windows, no power steering, no ABS. And so coming around the rear here, we got these later model cookie taillights. I got these for a good deal, only 100 bucks. Usually they run around 400, but I had to piece it together separately. And besides that, on the exterior, I painted the emblems black because they were chipping and the paint looked pretty bad. Front's also black. And besides that, on the exterior, nothing much. It's all OEM. It's got an OEM 93 lip, if you guys saw. And besides that, on the exterior, well, I don't know if it counts as exterior, but it's got a co-racing exhaust, a MagnaFlow. Hopefully you'll have a sound clip later, or a drive. Goes all the way through. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's got a down pipe all the way through to the muffler, straight pipe, so I have no cat. And surprisingly, the car passed emissions with flying colors. So let's go inside. So interior wise, we've got very basic things here. Just got aftermarket stereo, that's all, and I had to put the drink holder because this car doesn't come with one. So I also installed this electronic boost controller. The previous owner had a manual boost controller on it, but I didn't really like having to get out of the car and adjust it. As I said before, this is an NA to turbo swap, so it's got these aftermarket gauges. Got the boost gauge here. I have it turned sideways because I boost around like 13 pounds, and when it's perpendicular, I know that's pretty close to normal. Besides that, interior's pretty stock, which I like, and we've got these manual windows, manual door locks, manual transmission, manual everything. And you know what? It's great because nothing breaks interior-wise. And I also had this window shattered. The car was broken into, but install was pretty easy considering there is no electric motor or anything to deal with. So besides that, on the interior, pretty stock, nothing much to see here. I do drive this car every day to go to school and stuff, and seats are all right. Sometimes it can get uncomfortable, but I think that's because I have the aftermarket suspension. Here's the fog light button that I installed with the fog lights. But besides that, nothing to see. Alright, let's pop the, well, not hood, but the back. So in here I have a second gen JDM 3S GTE. It should have around 220 horsepower stock, I read, but it does have pretty much all bolt-ons. I have that intercooler, got different piping, have a pod style intake, and then like I said, I have a straight through exhaust to muffler, and then the electronic boost controller. So most easy bolt-ons are here. Still has the stock, I think it's BPV, instead of a blow-off valve, because I read that the aftermarket blow-off valve isn't such a good idea on these. Drives pretty smooth. I like it a lot. As far as power with those bolt-ons, I think I have around 250. It pulls pretty hard. Might be because there's like no drivetrain loss. Let's see, what else? Let's go. Oh, here's the lights. Pew. We got those pop-ups. Pop the front here. Here the pop-up lights up. They have those Arctic white bulbs in them. So it's got like this bluish look on it. Not sure if I like that, but I like it better than the yellowy halogen look. And then I have yellow fog lights, bulbs. Alright, so for those who have MR2s, there's nothing special in here, but just show other people. This is what's in the front of an MR2. There should be a spare tire, but the offset won't fit with my coilovers, so there's no point in keeping them. My coilovers are Teen HAs, and they have adjustable dampening and ride height. Right now I have the front stiffer than the rear because of the dreaded, notorious snap oversteer, which I'll talk about that later, but I don't really think it's as crazy as people say. But I did make the front stiffer to make it understeer a little bit more. Overall, had this car for 3 years, hasn't given me much trouble. Just got the timing belt done and everything. Here's the intercooler on the side. And the other side has the intake part. But overall, it's a good car. Hopefully I'll post a drive video review later to talk about the handling and everything, but that's just a walk around of my 91 NA to turbo MR2. Thank you.